Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder? Each star is a distant sun, and the light reaching your eyes began its journey long ago. In a way, when you gaze at the cosmos, you're already looking back in time. This sparks a deep curiosity, a desire not just to see the past but to visit it. We dream of walking through history, witnessing great events, or seeing our hometown a century ago. The allure of time travel is about knowledge, connection, and understanding our place in the universe. It's a playground for our minds, letting us explore the consequences of our deepest wishes. Whether or not we ever build a time machine, imagining it stretches our creativity and reminds us of endless possibilities. The dream of time travel is a reflection of our innate drive to explore and discover. What exactly is time travel? Imagine time as a river, flowing from past to future. We're all passengers, moving forward at 1 second per second. But what if we could steer our boat, travel upstream to the past, or leap ahead to the future? The time travel we dream about means choosing your destination in time, not just drifting along. Stories love the idea of visiting the past, witnessing history, meeting legends, or correcting mistakes. But the past is tricky, filled with paradoxes. If you change something, what happens to the present? Traveling to the future is pure discovery, seeing what humanity becomes, what challenges we face, and what wonders await. Both directions reflect our desire to understand our place in the grand timeline. Time travel is more than fantasy. It's a way to explore the biggest questions about cause, effect, and destiny. It's about understanding the story of existence itself. The dream of time travel is as old as civilization itself, echoing through the corridors of history and imagination. Long before the first scientific theories, people wondered, what if we could move through time as easily as we walk through space? This longing to escape the present, to revisit the past, or glimpse the future, is deeply woven into the fabric of human storytelling. Across continents and cultures, myths and legends have captured the mysterious allure of time slips. Moments when the boundaries between past, present, and future seem to blur or dissolve entirely. In Japan, the ancient tale of Urashima Taro tells of a humble fisherman who rescues a turtle and is rewarded with a journey to a magical undersea palace. There he experiences days of wonder and enchantment, surrounded by beauty and mystery. But when he finally returns to his village, he is shocked to discover that centuries have passed in the world above. Urashima carries with him a forbidden box, a parting gift from the princess of the sea. When curiosity overcomes him and he opens it, the years he missed rush back in an instant. His youth vanishes and he ages rapidly, a living symbol of time's relentless power. In the lush green hills of Ireland, a similar story unfolds. The legendary warrior poet Oisin journeys to Tir na Nog, the land of eternal youth where time stands still and joy never fades. For Oisin, only 3 blissful years pass, but when he returns home he finds that 300 years have slipped by. The moment he touches Irish soil, the weight of centuries overtakes him, and he crumbles to dust. These ancient stories are more than just entertainment, they are early thought experiments, exploring the strange and elusive nature of time. Philosophers and storytellers alike have used such tales to question what it means to move through time, and what might happen if we could break its rules. In their own way, these myths hint at the relativity of time, an idea that would only be proven centuries later by modern science. They suggest that time is not fixed but can stretch, contract, or even loop back on itself depending on where you are and what you experience. Myths like these reveal our fascination with escaping the ordinary flow of moments. They reflect a universal human desire to transcend the limits of our own lifespans, to witness history firsthand, or to see what lies ahead. Yet these stories also serve as cautionary tales. They warn of the dangers of meddling with time, of the sorrow and isolation that can come from losing one's place in the world. The heroes who return from their journeys often find themselves strangers in their own homes, unable to reclaim what they have lost. Even before the age of science, humanity sensed that time is not as simple or straightforward as it seems. Through myth and legend, we have always reached for answers, searching for meaning in the mysterious river of time that carries us all. How could time travel work, scientifically? For centuries, humans have dreamed of moving through time, leaping into the future or revisiting the past. But is there a real scientific foundation for these ideas, or are they just the stuff of science fiction? To begin, we must reimagine the universe not as a simple three-dimensional space, but as a four-dimensional fabric. space and time intricately woven together, forming what physicists call space-time. Every event, every object, and every moment exists within this vast cosmic tapestry. Einstein's groundbreaking theory of general relativity changed our understanding forever. He showed that massive objects like stars and planets don't just sit in space, they actually bend and curve spacetime itself. This warping is what we experience as gravity, pulling us toward the Earth and keeping the planets in orbit around the Sun. This revelation opened the door to some of the wildest possibilities in physics, including the concept of wormholes, hypothetical shortcuts that could connect two distant points in spacetime, like secret tunnels through the universe. Imagine taking a sheet of paper, folding it in half, and poking a hole straight through. Suddenly, two faraway points are right next to each other. In theory, a wormhole could do the same, linking not just distant places but potentially different times as well. Now let's take it a step further. If you could somehow move one end of a wormhole at nearly the speed of light, and then bring it back, time would pass differently at each end due to the effects of relativity. This means you could create a time difference between the two ends, a kind of cosmic time machine. Step through the wormhole, and you might find yourself in the past or the future, traveling between different eras as easily as walking through a doorway. The idea is both thrilling and mind-bending. Of course, all of this remains theoretical. To keep a wormhole open and stable, scientists believe we'd need something called exotic matter, an unusual form of matter with negative energy. So far, this exotic matter is purely hypothetical, and we haven't discovered anything like it in our universe. Yet what's truly fascinating is that the laws of physics as we currently understand them don't strictly forbid time travel. The equations allow for these possibilities even if the practical challenges are enormous. The obstacles are immense, technological, physical, and philosophical. But the idea itself is not impossible. It pushes us to question what we know, and to imagine what might one day be achievable. Science gives us a tantalizing glimpse into how time travel could one day move from theory to reality. Each new discovery brings us a step closer to understanding the true nature of time. The universe is stranger and more exciting than we ever imagined. As we continue to explore, who knows what secrets space-time might reveal. When Albert Einstein introduced his theory of special relativity, he didn't just change the way we think about space, he revolutionized our understanding of time itself. One of his most astonishing predictions is that time is not absolute. Instead, it can stretch and compress, depending on how fast you're moving. This phenomenon, called time dilation, is our real-world ticket to traveling into the future. Imagine racing through a city at incredible speeds. The faster you move, the more time slows down for you compared to everyone else standing still. It's as if you're riding a current, drifting ahead while the world behind you ticks by at its usual pace. This isn't just theory. Astronauts orbiting Earth in the International Space Station are actually time travelers, aging just a tiny bit less than people on the ground. Scientists have tested this with ultra-precise atomic clocks, one on a jet, one on Earth. The moving clock ticks ever so slightly slower, proving Einstein right. At the speeds we experience in daily life, running, driving, even flying in a jet, the effect is minuscule, almost impossible to notice. But as you approach the speed of light, time dilation becomes dramatic. Seconds for you could mean years for someone else. Picture a spaceship traveling to a distant star at nearly light speed. For the crew, the journey might last just a few years, but when they return, they could find that centuries have passed on Earth. The universe itself becomes a time machine, with the future waiting at the end of a cosmic voyage. But speed isn't the only way to manipulate time. Gravity also plays a role. The stronger the gravitational field you're in, the slower your clock ticks compared to someone farther away from the source of gravity. This is called gravitational time dilation. Nowhere is this effect more extreme than near a black hole. If you could hover close to one, time for you would crawl, while the rest of the universe races ahead. Hours spent near the event horizon could mean years, decades, or even centuries for those far away. In this sense, black holes are natural time machines, gateways to the far future. They offer a glimpse into the most mind-bending possibilities of physics, where the flow of time itself can be warped and twisted. The science behind time travel to the future is solid, grounded in experiments and observations. But the technology to harness these effects for human journeys is still far beyond our reach. We're only beginning to imagine what it would take to build a true time machine. Yet, the universe has already handed us the recipe for a one-way trip to tomorrow. The laws of physics don't forbid it, they invite us to dream bigger, to look further, and to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. In fact, time travel to the future is happening all around us, every day, in tiny, almost invisible ways. Every time a satellite orbits Earth, every time a jet crosses the sky, the clocks on board tick just a little differently than those on the ground. The real challenge now is to bridge the gap between theory and reality, to turn the subtle effects we measure in labs and in space into journeys that could one day take us across centuries. The adventure of time travel has already begun. With every experiment, every discovery, we take another step toward riding the true currents of time. Around the world, ancient monuments seem to whisper secrets about time. Stonehenge, aligned with the sun, is a giant stone calendar, connecting people to the cosmos. Its mystery fuels stories of time portals, though science finds no evidence. The Great Pyramid's precision inspires wild theories, but it's really a testament to human ingenuity. Sites like the Nazca Lines and Yonaguni-jima challenge our understanding of the past. These places aren't literal time machines, but they transport our minds, connecting us to history's mysteries. They remind us of our ancestors' deep understanding of time and the universe. Imagine time travel is real. A machine awaits, ready to take you anywhere in history or the future. Where would you go? The past to witness history or meet your ancestors? Or the future to see what becomes of humanity? Your choice reveals what you value and what you long to understand. Some would visit the Library of Alexandria, others the age of dinosaurs, or even the end of the universe. There are no right answers, only personal journeys of curiosity and hope. The adventure is yours to create. The power to travel through eternity rests in your imagination. Where will you set your coordinates? We may not have time machines, but we're all traveling into the future, one day at a time. The choices we make today shape the world of tomorrow. The future is unwritten, and we are its authors. Every action, every kindness, every innovation writes the next chapter. We are the ancestors of generations to come. The world they inherit is the one we create. Studying the past helps us make better choices for the future. We can repeat patterns of compassion and avoid those of conflict. Our journey through time is a collective one, steering Earth toward a brighter future. Let's make it a future worth visiting. The universe is vast, and time is its greatest mystery. We've explored myths, science, and imagination, all fueling our quest to understand time. The journey of asking questions is what truly matters. Stay curious, keep exploring, let your imagination soar. The universe is a dynamic story and we're part of it. Every discovery adds to the puzzle of existence. The mind is the most powerful vehicle. Use it to travel anywhere, anytime. Our adventure together ends here, but the real journey is just beginning. The cosmos is waiting and the future is unwritten. The adventure never ends.